that was found in a garage, like I said, in Gabowen, Shropshire. The bottle is expected to fetch up to 600 pounds.
That's
and
a
it's
heavy
going
beer.
to actually auction a week from now. What's funny is that this expedition brewed this beer with the intent of drinking it once they got to the Arctic Circle. Okay. In the midst of the expedition, the scurvy became so bad that they turned around and went home. So they never got to actually go there, drink the beer, celebrate. Basically, they turned around, put their tail between their legs, and the beer never got drank.
That's because their gums were receding, Ben.
Well,
you know what? They should have brought the lemon chiffon beer. Then they would have had their vitamin C, and then they would have not had scurvy, and their gums would have been looking healthy.
Yes, but because they were going on an expedition, Miggy, they wanted a manly beer and not a lemon chiffon.
Don't you say that. Those beers are good.
That's not a very manly beer to be taking on an Arctic expedition, Miggy.
Well, they're not.
The sriracha will keep you warm, definitely. Man, I'm burning up over here.
And I'm sweating.
But, I mean, 600
Turn that
pounds.
AC up.
600 pounds for this beer. I mean, look.
No, I'm serious. I'm fat. Turn that AC up.
There's a fly flying around in here the size of a lima bean.
600 pounds, that converts to...
$950?
Right, that's about $950 American. So,
hey, she's a gold medal winner. She knows what she's talking
so
about.
the point I'm trying to make, though, is, look, we all have certain beers that are our passion. What are you guys willing to pay for your favorite beer? Because I'm not paying $950 for...
$14.
Yeah, you're right. There's so many good beers out there.
Yes.
You don't need to pay that much. You can get a fantastic beer.
I will make a clone of that beer. How about them apples?
You got to get it first, though.
How about them Florida Vice apples?
You'd have to buy it and then clone it, Miggy. So you'd still have to pay $950 for it.
Well, I'm sure they broke it down. Like that beer they found on that shipwreck, they already broke that down, and they're making that beer.
Yeah.
No.
Just
saying.
And it
You
probably
have to buy it to break it down.
It probably tastes awful.
You think the
I
person?
don't have to buy anything to break it down, as Ben well knows. Break it. Check that, son. Yeah, you got nothing to say on that one.
White guy problems.
White people problems.
There was nothing but silence on that one.
I'm just sitting over here in shock, actually. It was good, though.
Better than
I
sitting in shocker. You don't want that.
Ooh.
Yeah, you don't want
Now, while we're talking about beers and the craft beer movement, now you've got a lot of legislation on a state level from all across the country that you contend with. Case in point, a New Hampshire governor who has decided to block the ability to put baby pictures on beer bottles. Now, this came from in Concord, New Hampshire. This came from an attempt for a Republican state representative who actually runs a tavern. He sponsored a bill to allow this because he wanted to buy breakfast stout that's made by Founders Brewery out in Grand Rapids. And on the label, the beer label actually depicts a chubby, almost like a Norman Rockwell-esque baby that's scooping oatmeal into his mouth. This is the idiocy of our legislation that you see across the board. The notion was we're not going to allow this because this promotes underage drinking.
Oh my God!
You know, so you mean to tell me a little kid sees a baby on a beer bottle and that's going to make him want to drink beer?
Hey baby! Hey baby!
Yeah, that's the first thing I look at when I get a beer. I was like, oh, I'm going to promote this to my little kid.
Well, you know, this is a theme we've talked about the last couple of weeks here. We had Brian on from the Lion's Den a couple weeks ago. We talked about cigars and the flavored cigar movement.
the flavored
It's
cigars.
It's the same situation. And really, to me, it would piss me off if my my elected officials were wasting time on crap like that.
Yes.
At least you're not in
There's
North
so
Korea.
much more crap. It pisses me off.
Erected official.
No, there's only erected officials in North Korea, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I just said.
And they have a fat baby that leads that entire country.
Oh, he did. He's Porky
Yes.
Pig with pants on, as we stated before.
I saw the movie.
Only getting fatter too, by the way. But no, this is to me. This is crazy. It's the like you said. It's the nanny mentality that we deal with when it comes to elected officials. Wow. Just getting comfortable over here. It's much like the woman that we had here in Florida that was trying to regulate the growler bill.
Oh, that dummy! What was that? It was a state senator or something.
I
like that.
can't remember her name, but she actually made the comment.
Susan Moron or something like that.
She made the comment that she basically insinuated when they were interviewing her that we needed her to make wise decisions on our behalf.
Well,
Because
she needed to be
basically
the-
suggesting that we're not capable of doing it ourselves.
Correct.
Well, that's a typical
Like
thing
a balance.
amongst our government now, anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
She
Checks
needed
and
to be.
balances.
She needed to be the mother of the craft beer industry, or
Right. Yes, she did say that, right.
They needed, we needed to be grabbed by the hand and led along. It's ridiculous.
Oh, what was that lady's name? I can't even think of it now.
Who cares?
Whore?
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't say that.
Bless
Don't
you.
look at me.
Well,
And-
it happens. Folks.
And this, listeners, is a public service announcement from the Cranial Mission Show as to why you should never be married.
Did you
But
know-
anyway,
hey,
let's move on.
Hold on. I got a call from Little Kim, as a matter of fact. He will be making a song for us, I think.
Is he?
Yeah, he's like...
You've got an in with Kim
He's like, I heard you talk.
Jong-un.
He's like, I heard you talk about my Robster story, this and that, and he wants to sing a little B-52s. Use your imagination.
Wait,
on that one.
you mean to say? So he's going to sing
Rock Robster.
Rock Robster. He's going to sing. You mean to tell me that the one guy in North Korea that has the internet actually listens to our show?
This is true. This is true. He's
mean-
not very happy. I mean, because he bust his ass all the time.
I mean, the Japanese are our second largest audience, or as they say in Japan, our second largest audience.
Largest.
So that's
God.
interesting in and of itself. Now, let's get into the last story here before we go to commercial break, and we're going to end the segment the way we do every time we start the show, and that is with the Badass of the Week.
Badass of the week.
Badass of the week, yeah.
Whose turn is it?
It's my
Ben.
turn.
Hey, go with it,
It's my turn because you were so busy this week that I didn't get any stories from you. So
dude. I was busy.
that's okay. I told you didn't have to, so I'm just messing with you. But the Badass of the Week this week, it's a Swedish man that was under the attack of a charging wild bear. Now, what would you do if a wild bear was charging you?
Now I will translate into Swedish. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm glad that the Swedish audience now is up to speed with what we're talking
I didn't
about.
understand it till now.
I mean, let's face it, the bears are...
Oh,
so
that's
you're
what we're talking
clearly
about.
Swedish. Well, Ralph Persson is his name. He was outside the forests of Jämtland. And apparently, I didn't know this, but the best place to train a beagle was in the forest. I had no idea, but apparently in
Duh.
Sweden, that's where
Really?
they do this. So he was training his beagle, and his beagle signaled to him
This
that
is a South Park episode.
Yeah.
his beagle
forest.
signaled to him that he was in danger. So this beagle clearly had the intellect of like a lassie, or like a Rin Tin Tin.
What's that, boy?
Exactly.
My beagle has never alerted me to danger when I'm trying to train it.
Well, this beagle was obviously, had a better survival instinct than yours. So he signaled Ralph Persson that the bear was charging. Now, him and his wife saw this approaching bear. You would think that would be, indicative of danger and you should probably leave. But no. They decided instead to start filming the animal. Always the wisest decision when you're in danger. Just film the danger instead of getting away from the danger.
That's what we do these days.
So then the bear suddenly came out of the trees and surprisingly charged at the couple. Well, Ralph Persson, you hear when it comes to wild animals, especially with bears, play dead. Things like that. Not Ralph Persson. No. You know what he did?
What did he do?
He roared more mightily than the bear.
Growl, growl. I am the king of the forest.
But you know what?
I'll give him a this.
But
I'll give him a that.
But you know what? He made that bear his bitch.
Did he now?
And that bear turned around and left. So cheers to
Give him
Ralph
a pick and a
Persson,
basket.
tonight's Badass of the Week.
Wow, that is amazing. That is absolutely.
He is Swedish. Hear him roar.
Well, now while we have Mr. David Flores here, I just want to take a couple extra seconds here and talk about what we did because I wasn't able to make this because I had to work this weekend.
Okay.
But ESB did the awesome thing at the Winthrop Center, and it was a little beer festival. So talk to us a little bit about the beer festival.
Yeah, it was called Taste of Brandon. Actually, I was up here on the Friday before, and Francis was telling me about it. And he's like, "Yeah, I've been doing this thing tomorrow on the event. I'm gonna put up a tent and everything." And
Pitch a tent. Go ahead.
Yeah, whatever he wants to do. And I asked him if he needs help on pouring beer, not pitching a tent.
You said porn and beer?
So
I mean, I
so
don't
he
know,
actually-
David. I mean, he might want to do different things when he's around you than what he wants to do when he's around me. I don't know.
over.
He was nice and sweaty.
Maybe you have that effect on him. I mean,
Tonight is the night.
Hey, when it comes to alcohol, anything can happen.
All right. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it was fun. He called me up on Saturday, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm so good for having you come out and help out." So I made the hour drive out to Brandon.
Hour?
Yeah,
you live that far away?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
thank you so much. That is tough.
And I actually came by the brewery here and picked up a couple items that he needed. And then he went and got some ice, and we got everything going.
It took him like 2 hours to get out of here. Dear God.
Yeah, well, he likes to drink.
He just left. That's why I can talk crap about him.
I know he's hearing this right now.
well, guys, all you Crane X out there, thank you, David, for joining us. We got to jump into a quick commercial break in the interest of saving time because we do have another show that's going to be coming on here after ours. All you Crane X, stay with us. When we get back, a lot to get into. Again, second half of the show, we'll be joined by AYNE.
And the legend,
The
Frankie
legend
Reyes.
himself, Frank Reyes, will be joining us. An action-packed show here tonight.
My mouth is on fire.
By the way,
thanks again, David.
Before we go to break, happy birthday to a show contributor, Lord Stacy Cheese.
Oh, screw him.
We'll talk to you guys soon.
Well, Andrew, you've lived a pretty good life, it seems. Let's just take a look. No murder, no adultery, no stealing, not even as a child. Very impressive.
Well, thank you, sir.
In this new age, you have to be accountable in all facets of your life.
Well, what else is there?
It is time to check your browser history.
A dirty browser history may keep you out of heaven, but don't let it ruin your legacy here on Earth. At Legacy Lock, we believe your secrets are no one's business but yours, even in death. Our patented heart monitor notifies operators the moment of your passing within minutes, so Legacy Lock teams can swarm on your home and office, removing any embarrassing material. We don't like to divulge our trade secrets, but you'll rest assured we'll be in and out, and no one will know. You're going to die. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Call Legacy Lock, and your cookies won't crumble you.
Howdy, folks. Billy Boy's back and ready to get you mile high. Thanks for voting, all you Greenleafs, and opening the door for Amendment 64. I am excited to announce to you the grand opening of my top-shelf marijuana boutique and emporium, Commander and Leaf. At Commander and Leaf, we only procure from the choicest fields and botanical masters. From sour diesel to Maui Wowie and candies to space cakes, we have it all. All our confections are created right on site, so come seal the deal and enjoy some Billy Delights. And don't forget to check out my other products, Billy Bags and Bill Doughs, for all my discriminating constituents. I am Bill Clinton, and I approve of these party supplies and fuck toys.
Hey, this is Meatwad, the real star of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. You are listening to the Cranial Mission Show, live on Spreaker.com, Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Duh.
Welcome to the Cranial Mission Show, where we get station ID support from just about every media influence you can think of. Now we've got apparently Meatwad from Aqua Teen Hunger Force doing station IDs.
That's fantastic.
Who knew? You know, we were talking in the last segment, guys, about the influence of legislature, the authorities, if you will, the people that look out for our safety, look out for our well-being. This story in particular is very scary to me, Caleb, because, you know, you go to the airport, and at this point it's practically a strip search. You got to take your shoes off. You got to take your belt off. They got to swab your shoes.
Whoa.
It's crazy.
Dude.
And despite all of this, despite this entire renewed process of safety that we have to go through, apparently we're anything but safe.
Yeah, it is a little bit scary. Apparently, the TSA fails a Department of Homeland Security test. Now, you would think a fail. What kind of grade would you think would be a fail, but a normal fail grade? What kind of percentage are we talking?
A normal fail grade?
Yeah.
You don't want any more of this? You're done with the Rogue Sriracha? Well, then I will.